See, step 1 and 2, step 1 was to install the faucet handle this way. Step 2 was giving you the option number 2 to install it with this. If you like that look better, or if you have 3 holes in your sink, this covers your 3 holes, and then you got the 1. Okay, so we've decided not to use that. If you don't need to use this, it looks a lot cleaner to do it that way, doesn't it? Especially on new countertops and all. Okay, you wouldn't want to install this whole thing if you only had 1 hole, because this could have a tendency to kind of slide a little bit. It's just not really recommended, I think. But you would do it with the 3 if you had the 3 holes. And the funny thing is, you know what? If I don't even see, isn't that odd? I'm not seeing bolts for if you have 3 holes. Isn't that funny? I guess, you know what? If you have 3 holes, they've got this designed to where you don't have to put a nut or something on the ends with a little end piece, a wing deal that fits that. You just fit that over the 3 holes, and you're still only going to have that 1 nut, and you put it on there, and that will in fact be enough to hold it on there. You don't even put anything on the 2 ends. Isn't that something? Because in the old days, there used to be a little wing thing that you would attach on both ends to tighten those down, or a stud and a big old washer. Nowadays, look at that, they don't do that. You would just still only use that one hole. I just learned something on that. Okay, so now step 3 is add and connect pull-out hose and weight. Let's see, I could have showed you that a little bit closer down there, but see, it's got this is on there with that little plastic bag. See, it looks like that, and I'm going to pull that little plastic bag off of there, and they just did that to protect those little washers that were in there and stuff. I'll pull that off of there, and then I'll have to read this, and this goes up a certain way until it clicks. A line tabs is shown, I guess, on the sides, and you push it up, and these side tabs just fit over that and snaps right on, and that's something. Okay, and so I just have to do that. Next, I put that up there and connect that, and then we'll put the weight on. See, the weight goes on last. You don't install the weight. It used to be where you take the weight and it would have 2 screws on the side. Well, this is pretty slick. You just take this and you'll put it on the pipe. You put it on the pipe like that, and then you push this over on top and then slide it down. This is attached to the pipe. See, you just kind of pull it apart a little bit, not very much. Put it on there, slip this over the whole pipe, and then push it down, and it slips right in there like that. And there's even a little mark on the hose on where to put that weight. That weight is on the hose, on this hose down there, see? So that you can push it up, and that weight helps pull it down, helps this snap back up there and stay up there. Okay, that's what that does. Okay, so that's my next step. I do that before hooking up the water lines. And I think those water lines are going to be kind of tricky. I'll get you underneath there in a minute and show you that. First things first, I'm going to connect that up there hold my mouth just right, kind of hold that on there just right, shine my flashlight up there, make sure I get this lined up like they're telling me, and snap that on, and then get ready to put this weight on that pipe. You know what? Change of plan. I'm not going to do this one next. See, this says to pop it up in there, but you got to make sure that there's nothing in the way of this to where the other pipes, because see, these other pipes, I need to hook those up, and if I hook this up first, then these pipes are really super stiff. You know, they can be looped supposedly, like they say, but if I hook this up first and then I have to loop this in such a way and then find out, oh, I should slide it over a different way and I have to slide it through this loop, it might be kind of tricky for me to do that with this in the way. So I think I'm going to hook these two up first, okay? Then wherever the pipes finish being, then I can finagle this around to make sure nothing is going to hit my my weights, my weighted area after I click this in, because the thing with this is you line that and snap that in, and if you ever want to take that out, how hard is it to take that out? I think you have to twist that or something, and I'm not quite sure. It seems kind of hokey because it's plastic and stuff, but hey, they say it's going to fit, and once you snap it on, I don't really want to take it back off. If I ever did have to take it off, I think I would have to twist it to the right or left, you know, kind of hard to get it to unsnap off of the little plastic clips, because those are plastic clips. This is plastic clips, and then you've got those washers in there and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on number 3 until I get done with number 4. That's the plan. Okay, so number 4 is to hook up the hot and the cold water lines. And see, I know which one's blue. This is the blue one. Get out of the light. And the red is for my hot water side, okay? So I'm going to have to kind of finagle those up in there, and let me take you down there. I'm going to take you off the tripod. Get you down in there, down and dirty. Okay. You see, this is part of this faucet, and this is so you don't have to install any of your little water supply lines. I'd almost rather install the water supply lines, because this pipe, you know, it's flexible enough. It should work. But see where my valve is? That's for the hot, that's for the cold. See how high it is? So I'm going to have to take this and loop it up and around and back down. And the other one up and around and back down for the cold. So see, the cold water is going to have to go over there, and then the hot water. So see, this one that I don't have hooked up yet, that I snap, then I can kind of move this around to wherever I need before I get this connected. You see what I mean? Okay, so that's what I'm going to have to do next. And then I'm just going to tighten it down on there, on those threads. And it's really designed to where you don't have to use Teflon tape. I have some Teflon tape, and I'm just wondering if I should use it. But those are brand new valves that a plumber installed for me when he was out here installing a tankless water system for us. We had him go through the entire house, the entire condo, underneath all the sinks and the toilets and stuff, and replace all of the valves, because 2 of those valves he replaced, I don't know, 12 different valves, I think, and 2 of them he couldn't get to shut off all the way, the old ones. So he had to shut the main, obviously you got to shut the main water off and stuff, but I'm glad he replaced those, because now if I ever need to shut the water off, I can all the way. You know what I mean? All right, so I'll have to get under there, I don't really think I'm going to need to use Teflon tape for those. If those were older valves, I would probably use it, but they're designed brand new. I've got brand new here. I got brand new valves. No Teflon tape needed.